Hello YouTube, it's your boy B3 back another kicking comic book collection update. Yeah, we got some single issues, some trades, we got all that good Gucci today. First up, Batman number 32, the conclusion for the War of Jokes and Riddles. To be completely honest, with it all wrapped up, not my favorite Batman story. I like the Kite Man stuff. If you would have told me you would have been the emotional crux of this story, I wouldn't have believed you. I know I've said that the past two updates or whatever, but still it's true. I just don't... it was just whatever. The big reveal was that Batman tried to kill the Riddler and the Joker saved him, and I just didn't care. I just didn't care. And Catwoman finally said yes, but everyone had assumed she said yes anyways, so... Because, I mean, he asked her and it didn't show an answer. But then the next several issues of Batman where he was talking to her, they were in bed together. So it's not like she said no and then they fucked. Right? I like Tom King's run on Batman. I do. But this story seemed forced, to be completely honest. Everything except Kite Man, who was awesome. And then we have Batman the White Knight number 1. I probably won't get the rest of the issues for this. I'll probably just wait for the trade. But this was actually good. I like the art style. It's kind of a Batman that's starting to go too far, and a Joker that's kind of been cured and rehabilitated and is now on his like genius level. And he's going to sue the GPCD and Batman. And I really want to see how it goes. But I'm going to wait for the trade because it seems like a real good book. And I'm just getting a lot of trades recently, getting stuff in trade more often. And then we have Spider-Man number 21. So Miles is still in Tokyo. That kind of falls through. So he comes back home. And here comes my kitty. Here comes the kitty cat. Woo! He thought his dad left him a tuxedo and all this stuff. Here she is. Hey, girl. Boop. But it was actually someone else. My guess is his uncle. I think his uncle's back. And I think that's who's going to be Iron Spider-Man in his Sinister Six. I really do. That's my guess. Putting it out there. We'll see what's up. Then we have My Little Pony Friendship is Magic number 59. Just 10 more issues till 69, and then I can make a joke about it. But apparently there was like an episode where Pinkie Pie thought Rainbow Dash didn't like her pies. I really don't watch the show, to be completely honest. I just read the comic. So she was like trying to force pies onto Rainbow Dash, but had to learn a lesson about trying to force the things you love on people. People are just different, and she had to accept that. Or ponies, I guess, whatever the fuck. And then Amazing Spider-Man, which went back to the original numbering, 789. That's really good. I mean, it's a staple book in comic books in general, not just Marvel. So I think going back to the original numbering, like Action Comics and Detective Comics did, was a good idea. But as I called it, it looks like he's going to have a job at the Daily Bugle again. They're trying to take him back down to his roots. I knew that company wouldn't last long. I've also said that multiple times. But he's in like a real bad spot. Everyone hates him. Everyone hates Spider-Man because Spider-Man worked for him. All this big stuff. But it looks like he's hitting it off with Mockingbird well, even though he's kind of a loser now. But Spider-Man's always been a little bit of a loser. That's one of the things that makes him endearing. That's one of the things that makes him relatable. So it's nice to have him, you know, back down at the status quo. And then we have the unbelievable Gwenpool number 21. So she wants to be an Avenger to solidify herself in this new world. She's trying to be more heroic. But instead of killing people, she's just throwing them into the fucking void between panels. Gwenpool. And she wants to take out Doctor Doom because he's one of the biggest bads in the Marvel Universe, and she thinks that'll solidify her. But her comic book knowledge is starting to wane because as time goes on, she's living in this world and she's not reading the books. She didn't know where the Avengers lived. She obviously doesn't know Doctor Doom's trying to turn over a new leaf in Infamous Iron Man, which I showed. I got Volume 1 in one of these recent updates, but I'm also going to review it on my Godzilla Gigan channel, my G&G channel, my toy channel. Check out the link in the description below. But yeah, so it looks like she'll be fighting Infamous Iron Man at some point. And then we're going to get into the trades. Got Batman Detective Comics Volume 3. Haven't read it yet, but I'm super excited. Loving Detective Comics. But yeah, Volume 3, The League of Shadows, which I knew would turn out to be real eventually. Wasn't sure it'd be this soon, but it's all good. It's all Gucci. Lady Shiva. It's a story that's supposed to be focused around Orphan, Cassandra Cain, one of my girls, one of my homies, one of my faves. So that'll be really nice to see. Got this from Barnes & Noble, by the way. And then Red Hood and the Outlaws Volume 2, which came out alongside it. Who is Artemis? Red Hood and the Outlaws was really bad for the New 52, and I think Red Hood Arsenal was also not supposed to be very good. A little better, but not very good. But I've enjoyed Volume 1 of Red Hood and the Outlaws, so hopefully I'll enjoy Volume 2 as well, and I'll be reviewing both those. And then Spider-Man Deadpool Volume 3, Itsy Bitsy. I really liked Volume 1. Was not a fan of Volume 2, so we'll see what happens with Volume 3, if that goes anywhere. But it's continuing the story from Volume 1, so that should be good. And then I'm trying to finish up my Dick Grayson Batman collection. So all those other things came from Barnes & Noble, but this came from Comics Plus of Macon, the comic shop I go to. Batman and Robin, Dark Knight versus White Knight. Gotta love Dick Grayson Batman. I just love Dick Grayson Batman. I kind of wish it would have been Batman for longer, honestly. I'd like to see it again. And then we also have Super Sons Volume 1, When I Grow Up. I already reviewed Superman Volume 2 on my other channel, which you kind of should read before Super Sons, because that's when John and Damian meet. So I can't wait to bust into Super Sons either. And then we have The Button Deluxe Edition, which is the Batman Flash crossover from Rebirth. It's all part of the big Rebirth mystery Watchmen stuff. Confirms Dr. Manhattan, you know, lenticular covers. There was one lenticular deluxe trade cover that was like the cover of Batman 21, I want to say. But I got this one instead because I have all the issues, the single issues, lenticular and non-lenticular. I'm actually missing the Batman 22 lenticular, which is what the back of this one looks like. I'm missing this one in the single issue, but it's whatever. So this is cool. I have read this, but I'll be reviewing it on my other channel also, as well as the rest of these trades, graphic novels, and whatnot. So quick recap. Batman the Flash, The Button Deluxe Edition. We have Super Sons Volume 1, When I Grow Up. Batman and Robin Volume 4, Dark Knight vs. White Knight. We have Spider-Man Deadpool Volume 3, Itsy Bitsy. Red Hood and the Outlaws Volume 2, Who is Artemis? Batman Detective Comics Volume 3, League of Shadows. And then we move into the single issues with The Unbelievable Gwenpool number 21, The Amazing Spider-Man number 789. We have My Little Pony Friendship is Magic 59, Spider-Man number 21. We have Batman White Knight number 1. And Batman number 32. So that's it, everyone. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out the links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll be seeing you all later.